What is up, you guys? I hope we're going live right now. This time, a little bit better.
Well, we hope
Hopefully,
so.
I hope so, right?
We hope so.
So,
Welcome back. Another class, for the contractors and business owners that really want to elevate their business to a next level. And the topic of today is a good one. I don't know if you, Orlando, did you see the image of the thumbnail, for the class?
yeah, actually,
I have it
saw
here.
a cat. Do you have it there?
Yeah, I do have it here.
Can you?
Yeah, but the title of today
Yeah.
is Mastering the Art of Premium Prices through Branding.
Nice.
Because the people, most of business owners, when they start a business, they struggle, to come out with the right pricing for their products, and it is a problem that it is not only limited to contractors. It's everybody, everyone that is going to start a business. Yeah, they struggle to know exactly what's the right price for my product, for my expertise, from what is my value, and that is a problem. And what we want to do here today is precisely to get a clear understanding sometimes why you are not able to charge what you're worth. And that's why I wanted to touch this topic of today about the premium prices, because at the end of the day, that's what you like, what you would like to have. That's what you would like to happen in your business, is to charge premium prices. You don't need to be, fire drill after fire drill, just to survive. It will be much better if you can command premium prices and you don't have to do that many jobs because you are charging what you're worth. So you don't need to, be going after fires, right? So the image of today is, it's a little kitten, with projecting a shadow of a tiger. And if you are in business, even though if you are a little kitten like that, you want your customer to see you as a tiger. And we're going to explain a little bit, what I mean with that. So you need to master the art of premium prices. This is an art. And I'm assuming that you have everything else in business, everything that is so basic in business, the operation part of the business, the systems in place for your business. I assuming that you have that, and you are just lacking a little bit of presence in the market in a way that attracts that ideal customer that you always wanted. I've been working, my name is Eduardo. I don't know if you know that by now, but I've been working with contractors for almost 22 years. And this is a common issue that comes for contractors. Every time they come to me because they need to elevate their image. They need to enhance what they have already. Because they all have everybody has something on, that the people identify you with. Some people have created a logo in the past. There are other people that they don't even have a logo. And I have samples today that I'm going to show you of before and after samples, so you can see the change, what happened, when you make a change in branding, to command premium prices.
And guys, by the way, I'm checking the chat too. So if you want to comment, please do, and we're gonna check on those. We're gonna take questions too here and there. So be mindful of that. The chat is there; it's open in YouTube for you guys to do that. So yeah, we're gonna have fun.
You see, Orlando is so worth it.
I'm trying.
Yeah, so today we will explore how transforming your brand's image and perception. I want to stop in this word, perception. You remember the image, the before? Perception. Yeah, you may be a little business today, but you want to be seen as bigger one. You may be a small, or you don't have that much of experience, but you want to be seen as one with. It's not like having creating like a fake. I'm not saying that, but it's what I'm saying is you have to shape the future of your company. And that start by believing that you can achieve success. And once you start believing that you can achieve success, and then you start branding the company to be perceived by your potential customers like a big, solid, professional, experienced company, then that's what you will start attracting to you. So perception can empower you to charge what you're truly worth. And you can do that through the power of branding. Once you start branding your company the right way, because we all brand the company. So every image or every perception that the customers get from you, that's your branding. So if your image is poor, that's what they're receiving. It's a poor image from you. So how can you pretend to charge top dollars when they don't see you like a company worth, premium dollars? Companies with poor branding can charge premium prices. You may be good on what you do, but if the people see you poor, they will treat you poor.
Yeah.
So, branding basics. Let's start by understanding branding. Branding is more than just a logo or color scheme. It is the entire identity of your business and how customers perceive you. So everything that comes from you, every post that you post on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube or TikTok, whatever comes from you, that's part of your branding. And of course, if your visuals are poor, that's how the customer assume that you are going to be delivering that type of service. And of course, we all know brand success stories, right? So think about brands. Orlando, think about Apple, or Mercedes-Benz or Tesla, right? They all command premium prices. They are not cheap, right? But because of their brands are synonyms with quality, innovations, and status. Let's take a look at these images, and you can see that they, through their brand, they communicate status, innovation, and class. You see how simple, how clean. Is Tesla the best automobile in the market?
Nope.
Nope.
Not at all.
And why can they get away with charging a lot of money for their products?
It's branding.
It's branding. How about Apple? How about the iPhone? Is the iPhone the best product in the market? Is the best phone in the market?
On paper, technically speaking, no.
Well, if we ask a Samsung,
On paper,
if we ask Samsung, they may say something totally different. And if you listen, the Google Pixel, advertising.
Oh no, and I've seen people actually defending and talking about Google Pixel like highly and
Exactly.
and casting away, Samsung and Apple and everyone else. So yeah, that happens. Yeah.
But the one that the people have in their mind is this one.
It's a Nokia. No, I'm just kidding. But that's true. That's true.
And the question is a Mercedes-Benz is the most luxurious automobile in the market?
No, not at all.
Right? But they are all, you see how we made associations in our mind about our brand, a specific brand? Yeah, branding and customer perception is key because you need to brand your product because your customer, that potential customer, they will have a perception about who you are as a company. Brand and customer perceptions are like two sides of the same coin. A brand's perception is the sum of all the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that customers have about it. So branding is just to have in mind all those perceptions, all those thoughts and images and colors and logos and everything that comes from your brand. That's the perception that you create in your customer's mind. It's not just about what the brand says about itself, but also about what customers experience and hear from others. And here is where we go back to the basics. Yeah, you can if you don't have experience and you're trying to fake it until you make it. Have you heard that expression? Fake it until you make it.
Yeah, it's
So that's a big problem.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you are good, but you haven't been able to charge what you're worth. If you are bad, just go back to the basis and start learning and become an expert.
Yeah, we're assuming that you have at least, what they say, that 10,000 hours doing your job and actually being good at it, right? So we're assuming that you have a decent product and you how in the American world they call it like pay your dues, to get to the place where you're really good. But the problem is that you don't know the power of branding. You haven't paid attention to that, and that's probably why you might be struggling when you have a decent, really good product.
That's exactly right, because there is a lot of contractors, they struggle to attract that ideal customer that is the one with money and is able to pay for your services. But then you find yourself competing on the lower end of prices. And then, of course, there always will be someone else that is cheaper than you. You don't want to be recognized as the cheapest in town.
Yeah. No.
There is nothing honorable to be the cheapest in town.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of good things that can happen when you are not the cheapest, when you are able to compete with the big ones. That's when you become a big one, when you are able to do that. But pay attention, because it is not only the perception that people get from you, but it's also the perception they get from you when they interact with you. So your quality, your reliability, your customer service have to be top notch. And then with that image, with the new branding, you can just excel those qualities. You can just take those qualities that you have already and just elevate it to the sky. And then that's why the people will see you superior. They will see you at another level. And that also commands and brings trust. We're going to be talking about trust. Perception creates trust. A premium brand image communicates trustworthiness and experience. Expertise. When potential customers perceive your brand as established and successful, they are more likely to trust you and to trust that you can deliver on your promises. It is all about trust. If your customers cannot perceive your quality by the way you look, by the way that you present yourself, by the way that you guys are dressed, the way their trucks are wrapped, your website, your post online, then it's going to be really hard to persuade them, to convince them that you are the company to hire. The only way that you can go and persuade them to hire you is by just telling them, hey, I can lower your price. I can lower those estimates. Yeah, I can give you better pricing. And in that competition, you will always lose. And I don't know if you are struggling with that right now, but it's time to change that. And I'm going to show you how you can change that. So when potential customers perceive your brand as established and successful, they are more likely to trust you that you can deliver on your promises. Trust is key when clients are deciding whether to invest in higher prices services. So when clients is ready to buy, they will compare you with with the other companies. And if you are the one that look the poorest of the 2 or 3 or 4 companies they have seen, that's the place that they will give you. So the image and branding, it will change the way that those customers, they will see you. Because when they make that decision that is based on emotions, because perceptions just drive emotions. When they are making that decision, you are not present to defend yourself. You are not present to tell them, hey, I can do this like anybody else, and you are not there. They make that decision, in private. Then they will communicate to the company, if they hire you or not. That's why sometimes you just hear silence. You hear crickets. Crickets, Orlando. Yeah, when you spend a lot of time, you prepare an estimate. It took you 2 or 3 hours. You went to the house of the customer. You took some measurements. Call the shop, call the store, and see if they have the materials. They do. You prepare the whole thing. They give you the prices. You have now the cost. You prepare everything. You spend time. You send the estimate, and you hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just. I have this.
Oh, cool, a video.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a video that ABC News aired, many years ago. But it's all about perception. Remember that we've been talking about perception, branding, premium prices, and trust? Let's take a look and see what this is all about. How about that?
That's crazy.
A fake brand just to show that the perception that the people get. You see how they change the name. They don't. If you go with the Payless shoes,
Yeah. Not
Payless, you are
Yeah.
just driving to you people who want to pay less, right? But they just came out with the name, and it's Palesi. Oh, that sounds
make it
sounds European.
yeah. Make it Italian,
Make
and
it
you're gonna be-
Italian, fashion and
that European flair. It's sells definitely.
and then you see how they use the dark tones, the gold, in order to command that visual impact. really clean the store, and they created that trust in in the mind of customers. But you see what happened with the prices? You see how shoes of $34, people were willing to pay $645?
Yeah, it's crazy. Immediately, it's like,
It's a perception.
and the funny one, it's like when they say, "Yeah, I can tell this is really good material,
It's really good material.
and build quality."
Exactly. Because it is
so funny.
perception.
Yeah,
The better you look, believe me, the better you look, the more opportunities you receive. Listen to this. In 1966, psychologist Elliot Aronson found that people seen as highly competent or people seen as superior, they become more likable when they make a mistake. People that, when they see you superior or they see you high competent, you become more likable when you make a mistake. In the other hand, when someone is perceived as average or mediocre, their likability tends to drop after making a mistake. Now think about it. If you look like average and mediocre, if you make a mistake, oh my, yeah, of course. How can I thought about hiring these guys? That was a red flag from the beginning. They look poor. They they were not up to the game. They were not game for this.
yeah,
Their image was telling me that they were not ready. And even though I just went and hired them, then you start disliking the company. And then just repenting of of hiring those guys because of the cheaper price and the cheaper look they have.
yeah,
But remember, if they see you superior, if they see you like a highly competent, even though if you make mistakes, it's it's not like they're happy about that you make a mistake, but it can be tolerated easier when they see you, highly competent or superior.
yeah.
Let's take a look at those two images from the same maker, from the same auto manufacturer.
And people, there's a lot of people that don't know this, but those two are the same. It's the same. It's basically the same family.
Same families, same thing. But you see how the look on the dealership. From the moment that you're that you're putting your foot down in that area, you will be paying more. Of course, the interior design is different. The way that it's all the layout is different. Then you have on the left, you have Toyota. You see how they look? Because it's for cheaper customers. It's for cheaper customers. But then you have Lexus that is created for higher end customers.
And there's something on that picture too that it's interesting. I was also something came on my feed on Instagram, I believe, and they were saying something about how to use lighting for locals, for for places, physical places, stores, and all that. And here's an example. That's actually a good example, because on the picture on the right, they were saying outside, what people see from outside the door, you should use warm lighting to attract them, because that attracts people. And then how to position lighting and how to do certain things with lights, that is exactly what's happening on this picture. It's like, I don't want to go into the, seeing the two, it's not inviting to go into that Toyota store, but it's like super inviting to go into that Lexus store just by the way the lights are used.
The lights, the design, the shapes, the colors, everything.
There's a lot of psychological
Of course.
Stuff on that side that people take for granted, or they don't know. They just simply don't know.
Yeah. But if you want to buy, like a high-end vehicle, would you go to the left or to the right?
No, obviously, in this case, yeah, to the right.
Always to the right, Orlando.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, reality versus perception. There is a lot of contractors, a lot of business owners, small businesses, startup businesses. They look like the one on the left, and they think they look like the one on the right.
Yeah, and that's sad.
In their mind, they think they look like the one on the right when they are really the one on the left. And that reality versus the perception, you want the people, if you want to start attracting customers that value or see you like the one on the right, you have to look like one. If you look like the one on the left, you have to battle on the battle of death, which is prices. So you will always be feeding, from the bottom of the fish tank. And now I have some examples of before and after, just for you to take to have an idea of what we can do with brands once we transform them. Our brand transformation services help clients to achieve premium prices. Every customer that comes to us, once we finish, with their brand transformation, they start doubling, tripling the income. The revenues they get, they just double, triple, quadruple the revenues. From 1 year to another year, the company is almost irrecognizable because they were good, but potential customers, they were not seeing them as good as they were. Notice the changes in the customer perception, market position, and ultimately pricing strategy. Look at these samples. Look at the one on the left. Look at the one on the right. Which one do you trust more to fly?
Yeah, definitely, definitely the one on the right.
So which one you think it can do a better job or can charge more for their services? Which one you think can charge more for their services? The one on the left or the one on the right?
Yeah, again, always to the right. Always to the right.
How about this one? Or this one? This is handcrafted watches. $10,000 watches. He refurbished, restored, or built new watches. But the way they looked before, it didn't command that higher prices. So we needed to rebrand and create something that the people will see as superior, and high expertise and artistic. This is a landscaping company. Look at the left and look at the one on the right. Which one you think can attract, better paying clients?
Yeah, of course, the one on the right. And we have Maria Andreina on the comment saying, yeah, of course, the one on the right.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're 100% with you. Yeah, so then you have this one, the one on the left. It looks kind of like a broom.
Yeah, I don't know. The one on the left is like yeah, it was weird. I don't know.
So I'll notice that we kept the same kind of like a structure of the logo, but we just changed it to make it a little bit more, contemporary. That's what they were after. Yeah, the one on the left, very
You know how many times I've seen those
silhouettes,
cars outlines and silhouettes? It's
Yeah.
it's all over the
same.
place.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
It's
Because it's used by auto details. It's used by auto body shops. It's used by mechanics. It's used by auto sales. It's used by everybody. Use the same thing. So if you don't come out with something different, something unique, something that can impact and the people can perceive as a high value, then you're gonna be judged by the way you look. The same with this. They do sell poles, for lighting, the cities and roads and stuff, and their sales went through the roof once they did the rebranding, because now architects and designers and city project managers, the one on the left, they see them like another one. Yeah, that's another provider. But the one on the right, it is the provider.
The one on the left though, it looks, it's that dated thing, and it looks like antique stuff.
But that was not the specialty.
That was not the goal, right?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No. They did not sell any antiques at all. It's all
crazy.
about new technology, new lights that save money, save energy.
I was thinking that they were going with that because of some antique thing or.
Nope.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
and that's why they needed a rebranding, because the people were assuming the same thing.
Exactly. That's a big difference.
Yeah, the one on the left doesn't look like a big boy.
Yeah.
But the one on the right is, it makes a statement. Yeah, big boy. Perceived value equals higher prices. If the people perceive you like you are an expert on your field, then you will attract to you customers willing to pay more for your services. Clients often equate a professional premium image with higher value. Even if your services are similar to competitors, the perception that your brand creates can justify higher pricing. Customers believe they are paying for quality expertise and the assurance that they will receive top-notch results. That's the bottom line. So if they see you, in the high end, they are expecting to pay more, and they are expecting to receive more as well. So what's the strategy to implementing premium branding? So premium branding creates premium prices. The visual identity. You have to pay attention to your visual identity. Creating a compelling visual identity is crucial. This includes your logo, color scheme, and overall design aesthetics. You have to pay attention to the clothes you wear, how your vehicles look, how your logo is placed on your advertising, on your door hangers, on your contracts, on your estimates, on your website, on your social media posts, everywhere. Everywhere that your company is making a presence, they have to be designed, carefully designed, in order to project that higher value that you're offering to your customers and why you are unique and why you're different, so they can see you, in a superior note. Brand messaging, because the one thing is to look like, and the other thing is what you hear from them. So your message should convey quality, excellence, and value. Use language that resonates with your target audience and reflects your brand's premium positioning. So all the message that is articulated from you to your customers, they also have to look premium. They also have to sound premium. They also have to convey. They also have to project that same quality. So you have to reshape your language. Now you can use. There is a lot of tools online that you can refine, what you're saying to your customers using artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not secret to anyone. So premium image equals higher prices. So if you have premium image, you will be adding higher prices as well. And that's what I recommend to all my customers. Once we redo or we redesign or we design a new brand, I say, your prices cannot be the same. You have to raise your prices, because then it's not it doesn't match.
Mm-hmm.
They see you they see you expensive, they see you professional and quality, and then you come with lower prices. That doesn't sound good. Mm-hmm. One doesn't relate with the other one. So if you have excellent image and you have higher prices, they are expected. The customer is expected to be paid. Let's check this out. Orlando, you love watches.
I'm getting into the watch
Into the watch.
thing.
You know that Rolex always been associated with tennis, and for more than 40 years, more than 45 years, it's been associated only with with tennis and premium brands.
I did not know that one.
Even though with soccer, that is the most watched sports in the world, they don't have they don't sponsor soccers. They don't have a you see Messi or Ronaldo or all those big top players. They don't sponsor Rolex don't sponsor them. They might buy it if they like, but you will see on Rolex, you always will see tennis players. You will see, or not only tennis, you will see tennis players, golf. Then you have Tiger Woods. Yeah.
I've seen them, I think, in yachts and all this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
More expensive.
But you know why?
Sports.
Because they don't want to be associated with the massive sports. They want to be associated with selective sports. That's right. That's branding. They want to be associated. If you want to be associated with premium high quality, then you have to act accordingly. And you have to look like one. And this guy is becoming very famous nowadays. I really like him. And he have this quote: branding is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time.
That's interesting.
Yes. Most of the companies that you will know today, and most of the companies that achieve success right away, is because they understand that perception will match reality over time. If you start creating that perception in your customers, in your potential customers, eventually you will become that perception. So, and you only can do that through branding. I'm assuming that you have in place everything else, but if you are really looking to advance and enhance, the look of your business, just contact us. and join us next Friday. Next Friday for another class.
Today we did it. Well, today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday, but
but next, hold on. Are we doing it next Friday though, or we need to talk about that because I think I'm leaving before then.
Before?
Or you want to do
okay.
it? Okay.
No, but we will say on the Facebook group. I will announce it.
Okay.
Yeah, I will make sure that. We have a free Facebook group, for contractors and business owners that wants to really elevate their business and engage with their customers and start attracting more high-paying clients. And if you want to join, you just go to Facebook groups and just type facebook.com/groups, engage and elevate. That's the name of the group. Engage and elevate.
We need to make sure that we put that on screen. We're working on more of
adjusting
yes.
to this new platform,
to YouTube now, and adding that. But now that you're here on YouTube, by the way, guys, just like, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any other notifications, and exactly when the next live it's gonna be. We're super happy to be here and super happy to share a little bit more of the knowledge about branding and all this incredible world, which actually can make you a lot of money if you know how to do it well.
If you do it well, you will make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, see you next Friday.
See you guys.